Even a business with strong sales can struggle if it doesn't have an effective accounting system in place. With the right accounting system, your business can streamline and increase efficiency across your financial processes. But choosing the best practice accounting system can get a bit overwhelming, so I'm here to help. Hi, I'm Dominic Missy, founder and director of Missy & Co., a professional services firm based in Sydney. I have been involved in accounting, business advisory and tax for nearly 25 years, and I'm passionate about making high-quality advice accessible to owners and teams of all sizes. Welcome to the first part of our Savvy Business Owner's Guide to Financial Success series, which is designed to help you navigate the complex world of business. One of the most important aspects of owning a business is managing its accounting systems and processes. But it's not just about inputting income and expense data. A proper accounting system can help you navigate your budgetary requirements, cash flow status, and tax compliance. But there is so much information out there regarding what kind of system you should implement. There is no doubt that it can get a little bit complicated for any new business owner. So, as part of this series, I want to give you an overview of the best practice accounting systems, the benefits of cloud accounting and paperless payables, and whether you need a private server for your accounting data. Let's have a look at the best practice accounting systems. In my opinion, there are two telltale signs of a good system. The first is that it is cloud-based, and the second is that it integrates easily with other key pieces of software within your business, like your proposal software, e-commerce platform, or CRM. Based on these two key factors, I would narrow down the best cloud-based accounting system software to Xero, MYOB, and QuickBooks. All of our clients at Missy & Co. use one of these systems because cloud accounting provides you with a range of benefits. For example, most of them are cost-effective. They are secure without having to sift through hours of backups. It's easy to share real-time data and collaborate with those you need to. You can enjoy mobile access from almost anywhere, anytime. And lastly, it reduces your reliance on paperwork, which is more sustainable when it comes to the environment and your business processes. And because these systems continue to progress and advance in the technology that they offer, there are many other benefits available to business owners. For example, the improved systems, especially those cloud-based, ultimately offer the opportunity for both the accountant and their client to work collaboratively. This helps identify any red flags needing to be addressed immediately and provides the opportunity for regular business health checks. One of the primary concerns that our clients share with us before committing to a cloud-based system is understanding how they differ from a private server hosted in the cloud. Storing your data in the cloud of an accounting software system may be an issue for some businesses depending on where that software provider stores that data. Data sovereignty is a major issue, and the Privacy Act can make companies liable for information data breaches where that data is not held in Australia. The expanded notifiable data breaches scheme also highlights the need for security because businesses can suffer devastating effects if there has been a data breach of personal information. Lastly, you may operate in an industry that requires all data to be stored in servers based in Australia. Whether you're considering a private server or using a system such as Xero or MYOB, we recommend chatting with a legal professional to ensure that all obligations are being met. And as a last tip, consider cyber insurance to cover any instances of a data breach. But no matter what software you choose, as a business owner, you should make sure you know the basics of whichever system you're using. For example, we always ensure that our clients know how to interpret all their business reports, including their balance sheets, budget reports, cash flow reports, profit and loss statements, and statutory reports. Besides reporting functionalities, you should also make sure that your accounting system has Single Touch Payroll enabled. Single Touch Payroll, or STP, is an Australian government initiative to reduce employers' reporting burdens to government agencies like the ATO. It became compulsory for all businesses as of July 2019, so it's important you have it enabled in the accounting software you use. With STP-enabled software, the system will report your employees' payroll information to the ATO each time you pay them. This ultimately reduces your admin work, saves you time and money, and ensures compliance with the ATO's reporting requirements. Other than that, it's important not to expect one system to provide everything. For example, if you choose software that allows you to manage all your basic accounting processes, but doesn't have a great inventory management system, you may need to look elsewhere for that. That said, if possible, choose an accounting system that can interact with various apps and extensions. Before moving on to the next topic, I wanted to share a client story with you under accounting systems and processes. We recently helped streamline the internal accounting processes of a client that trades nationally. Unfortunately, their old way of operating had several deficiencies. For example, the client manually received and entered supplier invoices into their system, which took up a significant amount of time. So we fixed this by implementing Dext, which automatically fetched, categorized, and published data, saving them around 8 hours per week. They also had poor processes in place around staff leave requests. Previously, managers had to manually complete timesheets and cross-check that with their actual work schedule. We fixed this by implementing a new payroll system. This allowed for staff to complete their own timesheets and use an app to sign on and off. This reduced payroll processing by 4 hours per week. Another deficiency that was interfering with their productivity was the need to track sales and transactions in bank accounts and manually match against the invoices in their accounting systems. We fixed this by setting up online payments for sales invoices, which allowed automatic reminders to be scheduled to send to customers as bills became payable or were overdue. This made their invoices easier to pay and saved the team valuable time by reducing the need to chase up overdue payments. It also saved the team time in trying to trace where payments came from and manually having to allocate them. The automatic aspect of the new system saved them up to 8 hours each week. And lastly, they had quite an inefficient stock control system. We fixed this up by setting up automatic low inventory control alerts to ensure they received advance notice of any low stock levels, which essentially saved them around 2 hours per week. Overall, these changes are now saving our client upwards of 22 hours per week and will enable them to scale with ease as the business grows. Another helpful tool that your accounting business might find useful in speeding up its processing time is paperless payables. Paperless payables are exactly as the name suggests. It is software that allows your accounts payable function to let go of paper-based activities and convert office workflows to electronic systems. In the not so recent past, keeping the books for your business meant relying on a completely paper-based process that involved keeping track of all your company's financial data with pen and paper. So we've covered the basics of accounting systems and processes, but to avoid any nasty surprises when it comes to your accounting system, we'd recommend ensuring you have a qualified accountant to manage your compliance and business financials. We understand the temptation to save money by managing compliance work and financial management yourself, but this usually ends up costing you more in the long run due to mistakes and lost productivity. Essentially though, you need to find what works for you and your business. While there are many options to automate your accounting systems, don't feel obliged to automate everything if you don't think it's going to work for you. And of course, ensure you have the team with the right set of skills to support whatever systems and processes you do put in place. If you want to learn more about how to achieve financial success, we cover a range of topics in this series, including superannuation, property and tax, and finance. That's it from me. I hope you found this video helpful as part of your journey to financial success. If you have any questions though, please do reach out to the Missy & Co team to organize a time to speak with us about the best path forward for you and your business. If you know any business owners who need to hear this, make sure you share this lesson with them. Thanks for watching.